So, well,
Yeah.
like you said that creative people make better leaders, right? And
Right.
they all obviously feel that they're creative people. I
Right.
don't know in reality. But why do you think creative people make better leaders?
Well, in the creative industry, we're rejected every single step of the way. I actually say that we're in the rejection industry more than we are in the creative industry. So every single creative solution that we come up with is usually hit down. It's usually hammered down. What makes a great leader is somebody that can see these walls, these obstacles that we face every day in every element of our life. And we see these obstacles as hurdles because we know that there is an answer after that. And sometimes when you're feeling very depressed or you're having a hard day or maybe a member of your team walks out, girlfriend cheats on you, boyfriend cheats on you, whatever it is. In the creative industry, we're used to failure. This isn't good enough. And so if you train that muscle, that skill, you're used to being able to conquer and go past that.
So that rejection, let me rephrase that. Handling rejection well is actually part of the leadership journey. What else do you think is the key components of good leadership?
One, as you've seen by many of the speakers here today, is passion. If you're not passionate, if you don't care about it, I failed every exam at school. I was the kid standing in the corner being told he was stupid. My wife still does that to me, actually.
Okay.
I failed every single exam, which was very hard because my stepfather was a headmaster. So
that's a really tough.
Imagine that moment of sitting down. How did you do, son? I could have done better. So that was a key pivotal moment for me was how are you passionate enough about what you're doing that people go, I will follow you, I will support you, I will believe in you. The second thing is you have to leverage. To be a good leader, you have to realize what your own superpower is. Every single one of you here was born with a skill. Every single one of you. The people that will tell you what your skill is probably somebody that you've been friends with since a child. Or a child in your family. Somebody that sees you for being amazing at something. You have to find out what you stand for and leverage that. How do I take that skill, that belief that I have, and truly make it an advantage? I would have not succeeded if I'd have stayed in the north of England. I would have been stacking shelves in a supermarket. In America, I put on a pair of glasses and I have a nice accent. People think I'm really intelligent. Do you think I came to America and said, hey, hi, I'm Will, I'm stupid? I came to America going, yes, I sound a little bit like Sean Connery. And I'm a bit smart. Therefore, believe me. And they do.
So does that mean we have all to start learning the the British accent?
I've got to start again in Jakarta, but you know. And then the third main thing of being a successful leader, I believe, is your tribe. I think you have to have 4 people in your life that believe that you're awesome. That believe that where you want to go, you can go. That believe that they want to support you on that journey, regardless if you make money or not, regardless if you're successful or not, but they believe in you so much and they love you. I often say to people, do you have those people in your life? And sometimes you have a partner that says, you shouldn't do that. It's way above you. You don't have that skill. Or staff, employees that say, yeah, you're not good enough yet. Maybe one day. Get those people out of your life. Those naysayers, the people that hold you back, that's the number one thing that will determine your success. Is sitting with 4 people that go, you know what, you're awesome. I'm with you. I'll support you. And anytime you're crying or happy, we'll celebrate or we'll sort it out together.
Okay, jadi mulai hitung ya. Start counting. How many of those people that you have in your life? You have to have at least 4.
4.
And you're lucky if you have more than that.
And most people don't have 2.
Yeah.
Just in case you go,
Yeah.
I don't
Just
have
in case
anybody.
you're being optimistic. Yeah, most people don't have
yes,
more
so
than
spend
2.
time and find those people. You are who you spend time with. You are who you spend time with.
Okay. So, speaking of spending time, let's talk about Elevation Bar.
Sure.
Because I think people, once they know what it is, they would want to spend time there.
Sure.
What is Elevation Bar?
Well, after 27 years, I realized I was making products and services like those companies I mentioned before. I used to make them so that you would fall in love with them. I do wicked campaigns, the absolute nights. You wouldn't go out unless you wanted to have an absolute vodka and feel pumped up and feel like it was really part of you. Adidas, you put on a good pair of kicks and you feel cool. T-shirt feels good. If that said Bob's or, Madey's, crap sneaker company, you wouldn't feel good, right? So I made these products and services that were just materials feel great. And one day I realized that many of the people I was friends with weren't feeling great. They weren't feeling motivated. They weren't feeling special and unique.
Right.
Yet I knew they had amazing skills. So one weekend, I gathered 6 friends together, and I said, I'm going to take you through the process that I would do for a Coca-Cola or a Toyota or an Absolute, and I'm going to find your North Star, what you really stand for. I'm going to find what your real passions are. What are the things that you have done as a child that you miss, that you love doing? And when I did this halfway through, I realized this was a new destiny. That instead of helping products and services feel great, and we buy more of them, I wanted to help people feel great so that they could feel confident and do what they wanted to do. And so the Elevation Barn starts with micro retreats.
So it's a retreat, right?
At the beginning. It starts with micro retreats where 6 people from totally different industries come together. So I don't want to sit with another leader of an advertising agency.
Yeah, you have to sit with someone with a different industry or probably out of something you never think about.
Right, totally different perspective.
Yeah.
So if I sit with a scientist, or I sit with an astronaut, or I sit with a hacker, or a surfer, or a chef, or a priest, gospel bloke.
Okay.
Their perspectives on the challenges I face will be very different. What we do in life is we surround ourselves with people that agree with us, who are similar.
To us, yeah.
And so the Elevation Barn is, how do you share where you want to go with other people that will get you elevated, not motivated?
Not motivated.
There's
it's
plenty
different.
of things out there in motivation. You go to Tony Robbins and get coffeed up and you're all hyped up.
You're all hyped up, like,
But afterwards, you go even lower. You get depressed.
Because it's just...
Because it's not about you. It's about a veneer. Elevation is about what's in here, what do you really care about, and what do you want to do. And so I wanted people to elevate at that level. The reason it's barn is every single person in that collective has an opinion that is equal to the others. It just comes from a different world. And that lifts everybody. And so once you unite that strength together and you know yourself, then you can work on how do you help your community and how do you help the world. If you want to go out there and help the world and help your community, if you don't know what you stand for, then you're living a false promise. You're pretending to be something that you may not be.
Yeah, and I think that's a problem that is quite common, right?
Very.
In the today's era with social media and all, people are just trying to be who they are not because they're not elevating themselves. They're just trying to motivate themselves, and there's a difference. Because I think the Elevation Board is not in Jakarta yet.
Not yet.
Right? It's in Bali, one of the places. And maybe people just want to know, is there a little things that we can do to elevate ourselves that we can do every day? Maybe you can share something that you do there.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I do in the morning is how can you spend 30 seconds wishing what you want the day to be?
Wishing.
If what starts here is positive and right, what then comes out of here is more positive than right, which your actions then become more positive than right, and then your impact is more. If you start with a negative mindset, then you start backwards.
Right. So wishing is one of the key things that we have to do in the morning to start the day right.
Yeah.
Any other thing that we can do? Maybe people here can do together?
Yeah, I mean, could you all stand up? I'll do a quick test. All right, I want you all to stand up quickly. Everybody. See, we are pretty different in height, yeah?
I'm already
right.
in heels.
Now I want you to stand on your chair. Stand on your chair.
Are you laughing because of the difference in height?
Go
Siapa
on.
tuh yang ketawa-ketawa?
Stand on your chair. This is risk-taking. Can you
Stand
stand on a chair?
on your chair. Panitia boleh ya? Mohon maaf ya. Dan jangan marahin aku ya.
All right. Everybody, I know you're hiding at the back.
Will can see. He's
and-
tall. I cannot, but he can.
And now the tough one. All right, on the chairs at the front row. You're obvious. We can really see you. Now I want you to hold hands with the person next to you.
She said we should stand on the chair too.
I think I may break my neck. I can't see
yeah.
anything. All right. So you're probably wondering, did they wash their hands after the bathroom? You're probably wondering what that sweaty feel is. Some of you may be wanting to do this all day, and you're now, yes, I've done it. Can you feel the united power of being connected instead of being on your own?
Can you?
Right? How good does that feel? How important, if we put a challenge into this audience, how much more could you do if you're connected together than if you're on your own? That's the purpose of elevation. The power of helping each other, supporting each other, holding each other, being there for each other. We cannot challenge the world's biggest challenges and issues unless we're together. Together.